Okay, so let us start with, there you go, today's slides. Can you guys see the screen? No, you cannot. Here we go. Okay, so what is Bazi? What is Feng Shui? What is my computer doing hanging on the screen? Okay, there you go. Life comprises of three parts. Three parts. Tian Di Ren. Tian translated means heaven. That means it's your birth chart. It is your birth chart by any modality, okay? So that means your Western astrology chart is your birth chart, your Bazi is your birth chart, your Qimen is your birth chart, your Vedic astrology is your birth chart. As long as it is astrology, it is your birth chart, okay? I tried to learn Vedic, but I flopped because I can't deal with the names. Very hard to translate. So for me, my focus is mostly on Bazi, Qimen, and Western astrology. So what is your birth chart really? Your birth chart is about your mindset, how you think. That's it, full stop. Okay, how you think. Sorry, somebody decided to come here. There you go. So how you think will influence the way you live life. Understand? It will also influence the choices that you make in life. So if you're very lazy and someone comes up to you and says, hey, I've got this opportunity for you, but you need to put in a lot of work. Are you likely to take the opportunity? No. So therefore, you will not succeed. Very simple. Okay. So your mindset is the one that is the most important, because reality or karma is created twice. Yes? Who has heard me say this before? Have lah, like I said before. Because why? Karma begins in here. You think about it, and then you execute, right? When you execute, that's the second time it happens. When you think about it, it's the first time. Got it? So therefore, everything in life begins in here. That is why the emphasis is on your Bazi first, your birth chart. Okay? Now, when you look at your birth chart, it will also tell you whether you will be successful in life or not, whether you will have an accident or not, whether you get cancer or not. It's all in your chart, correct? How come cancer also can see? Are you saying that I decided to have cancer? What are your thoughts?
It depends on your genetic family background, and also
yes,
the eating habits.
Yes. Here's the news flash. We are all born with cancer cells. Yep. All it needs is a trigger. So what is the trigger? Your lifestyle, your diet, your genetics, your feng shui. Got it? We are all born with cancer cells, whether you're human, you're animal, we all have it. Cell mutation, right? So when your chart says you have cancer, all you need is a trigger point. So what is the trigger point? I mean, lifestyle, genetics, we cannot control. Lifestyle is about your diet, right? What you eat. So you need to think clean, eat clean, blah, blah, blah. But let's assume that you do all things correctly. You're a very good girl, very good boy. You listen, you don't eat processed foods and stuff. Can you still get cancer? Yes, that is through your feng shui. It's triggered by it. Okay, so that's why it's very important for us to take a look at feng shui and what it can and cannot do for you. All right. Now, the next one that we are looking at, the next factor. Oh, wait, before we go on to the next factor, can Bazi be changed or not? Can your birth chart be changed or not? So what is your birth chart? Birth chart is your mindset, right? The way you think, right? Correct. But can it be changed? No. Oh, wait, hang on. This is the part where all the life coaches will tell you, you can change, you must change. You don't change, you never change. People don't change. That is the first rule, first of Esther's rules. people don't change. It is precisely because people don't change that we can make predictions so accurately. Understand? You change the way you do things. You change the way you see things maybe, but your basic nature does not change. So for example, let's say when something bad happens, your first reaction, not response, your first reaction is to curse and swear. Middle finger comes out, you start throwing things around the place. When you're young, 5 years old, still cute, you know, oh, the little one is having a little temper tantrum. When you're 15, it's the same. When you're 25, it's the same. When you're 35, 45, 55, 65, it's always the same. But the difference is from the time when you have this bad feeling and the time you execute your performance, maybe it takes you longer. When you're 5-year-old, it's instant. In that 1 second, you're not happy, you show temper. Right? When you're 25, you have a little more self-control. Maybe it takes you 5 seconds to boil. When you're 65 and you have the unhappy state, maybe it takes you 1 minute to boil. You understand? But people don't change. So when people come up to you and tell you, hey, your bazi sucks, man. Your birth chart is terrible. Come, give me $3,000. I change your bazi for you. Can it happen? You got $3,000, you pay me better. I change your life for you. Okay? Bazi chart cannot change. The only way to change, you die, be reborn. And that is assuming you subscribe to the theories of reincarnation. Got it? So do not be fooled by people who tell you, oh, wait, hang on, I can change your bazi for you. Sorry, it doesn't happen. You got so much money, come give me 3,000, I tell you what to do. You go and buy oranges, buy 2 oranges, big and red. Orange, not grapefruit. 3 incense stick, go to the roadside, find a tree, stick it in there, make an offering and pray. That's Taoism, okay? By Guiqian, ghost spirit. And then you ask the ghost spirit to help you. I'm just kidding, of course, but I mean, that's my point, right? Bazi cannot change. Don't let people fool you. Don't spend your hard-earned money. Second point in life is Feng Shui. So your birth chart, 3 factors, right? 天地人, birth chart, Feng Shui, and your actions. How much influence does this thing have in your life? A lot. Why? 3 factors, right? This one is responsible for 33% of your events in your life. Sucks trying to write with a mouse. Feng Shui is also 33%. Okay? Feng Shui, which is what today is mostly about. And then you have Ren. Ren is man's karma. It's also 33%. Let's discuss the word karma. What is karma? It is a Sanskrit word that means result. That's it. Man's karma, result. So when you don't execute any action, do you have a result? Who says yes? Hands up. Who says no? Hands up. All wrong. When you don't execute any action, also have result. The result is no result. Correct? Yes? So you do something, you get a result. You don't do something, you also get a result. Following? Okay. So 天地人, 3 factors. Your bazi cannot change, right? So whether you rich or not, poor or not, get married or not, have children or not, it's all in your bazi already. Cannot change already. Correct? Because we just said bazi cannot change, ma. Feng Shui, can you change your Feng Shui? Can. First of all, when you buy a property, okay, you make sure everything is nice. The external form is nice, the flying star is nice, then you buy the property. And at this point, I just want to remind you, you don't have to own the property to benefit from it. You just need to live in it. Live on the property. Got it? You don't have to own it. You can just live on it and be done. So Feng Shui, once you have got the correct external form, blah, 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 you need to adjust it every year. Correct? You need to. So if you can adjust Feng Shui, it means you can change the Feng Shui. Correct now? So can the 33% that comes with your feng shui be tweaked? Yes or no? Who say yes, hands up?
Yes.
Yes. But there are limits. There are limits. Okay. A feng shui practitioner is exactly that. A feng shui practitioner. We are not magicians. Some things we cannot help. Understand? So for example, we say some things cannot do. Like what? Let's say, for example, your property should have a mountain in front, right, Rhonda?
Yeah.
Your property should have a mountain in front, but then you have no mountain in front. What do you expect me to do? Wave a magic wand and say mountain appear?
Yes.
Cannot, right? I can't do that. I can wave the wand, I can say the words, but it's not going to appear. So what do? Maybe
Move.
you can generate or erect another building in front of you and take that building as a mountain. Correct? Not building is mountain in virtual mountain in feng shui, but is it as effective as a natural mountain? But better than nothing. Understand? Better than nothing. So let's say you have a tree in front of your main door. And then I tell you no good, you have to remove it. Can it be done? Who say no, hands up? Who say don't know, also hands up? Who say yes, hands up? Can lah. Ask the government to chop off the tree lah. But of course, you have to give the government a very good reason lah. So maybe I cannot say. So you can get creative. Okay. So let's say you have a lamppost in front of your door. That one I cannot help you already. It's a lamppost. Correct or not? So in this instance, there is still room for maneuvering. I had a client, his main door opens up to a lamppost, a very huge one. Okay. So what did he do? He's loaded. He's got money. He's in Singapore, right? You know how expensive property in Singapore is this month is, right? So he bought this property, cost him a few $1 million, right next to a temple. Not good. Main door has got that lamppost. Cannot remove lamppost, ma. So what do? Hey, you knock down this door, open your door the other side. Is it a problem for him? No, he's loaded, he got money to spend, so he did exactly that. He sealed off the main door and opened another main door in another direction. Okay, but if you don't have the money for that, if you don't have the resources for that, can you do it? Cannot. So you see, feng shui has limitations. The limitations are not feng shui imposed, but they are imposed by our capacity. Understand? Okay, so when you engage a practitioner or when you try to practice feng shui on your own home, understand that there are limitations. It's not like, oh, you're no good because you don't know how to do this, so your skill is not there. It's not about the skill. It is about what is your capacity. All right. Then we talk about the third factor, which is man's karma. I'm going to open up the file on my tablet. Easier for me to refer. So man's karma. What is man's karma? Man's actions, right? So I tell you, hey, you know what? If you want money, you have to use this sector more, or you have to do ABC in this area. And then you don't do. You don't do, got result or not? Don't have lah. You want to make baby, you also must have practice, or right not? No practice, no baby. Immaculate conception doesn't exist. Okay, so you must have follow-up activity. Karma means result. To have a result, there must be an action, but sometimes no action is also a result. So what is feng shui? Any questions so far? Are we very clear? Because I have to tee everything up very nicely. You need to understand this first slide. You don't understand this first slide, your development is going to be a bit difficult.
I have a question.
Yes.
The first part, the birth chart. So you're born with whatever that you comes with in your life.
Yes.
You're good and you're bad.
Yes.
So if a child is born handicap or
yes,
it's because of the birth chart.
Yes. This is an example of a birth chart. Can you see? Can you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Chinese Batsu, Chinese astrology. So everything that a child experiences will be in this birth chart. Okay, whether the child is born handicapped, visually handicapped, physically handicapped, or the organs are no good, or the skin problem, digestive problem, it's all inside here. This is the year pillar. You see the word here, year? Yeah. The year pillar will tell you about his relationship with his grandparents, his relationship or her relationship with the world at large. This one is about parents and career. Okay, this one is about the native itself. Native itself, the native means the chart owner, the person who owns this chart. So this day pillar is about you, how you respond to the world, how you react to the world, whether hardworking or not, lazy or not. Okay, it all depends on this one interacting with this one, and this one, and this one. All the other 7 characters in the puzzle. This one is about your retirement, your older years, retirement years. It is also about your children. The entire chart is about your health state. Okay? Yeah. So it will tell you everything about your life. So there's a lot to say about a chart. I just did a chart analysis. It was supposed to be a quick touch and go. Supposed to be half an hour, you know. But the more I looked at it, the more information I gave her. It took me 3 days. Not worth my time. Not for what I get paid for. It's supposed to be a quick read. But after I read it, I was like, this gets interesting. So I started reading more and more. So a simple surface read became a 3-day read. Okay, so she got about 30 pages worth of data. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
30 pages, not picture. It's all words. I don't do pictures, okay? Pictures are boring. I only put in pictures, meaning your chart. That's it. The rest is all words. It's about 30 pages worth. So for those who used to do live readings from me, those are a bit costlier for you. It can go up to 200 pages of data. So that's how much data your birth chart can use. It's whether the person wants to read for you or not. But after a while, it gets boring. It's like reading a storybook. Oh, this is the story of Joanne's life. This is the story of Rajesh's life. You know what I mean? After a while, it's like, oh my God, drama after drama, boring. When you've seen a few hundred charts, it's like, okay, this drama not new anymore because I've seen it in other people's charts already. So it's boring, not nice to read. Yeah. So how much the person wants to tell you, you are completely at their mercy. That's why it's always better to come and learn for yourself. When you learn it yourself, then it's like, oh Lord, this shit is so real. Yes, this did happen in that year. So if it's correct about the past, it's also going to be correct about your future. Yes? Correct or not? Agree? If it is correct about your past, it is going to be correct about your future. Correct or not?
Yes.
And that brings you to Esther's rule number 2. Chart don't lie. Full stop. Okay? So first rule, people don't change. Second rule, chart don't lie. You must remember that. Chart don't lie. So whenever you are confused, you are at crossroads in life, you don't know what to do, go back to your chart. Sometimes I ask people, they come to me and they say, Esther, I've got this problem. Help me solve. Can. What do you want? And then you're like, I don't know what I want. Okay, then how do you want me to help you? I can't help you if you don't know what you want. Correct now? So that is when you go back to the chart. What do you want? Because chart never lies. Understand? So how well you understand someone's psychology in order to help them determine what they want, what they're actually looking for, depends on how well you know your skill set. Got it? So people don't change, chart don't lie. And the third rule?
Cheese bun.
Don't cheese bun, yes. So what is cheese bun? Don't CB lah. Okay, local lingo, don't CB. To put it nicely, politely for our non-Chinese friends, don't be an a-hole. Okay? Yeah. Because the moment you're a jerk, you close your door to prosperity. The moment you're behaving like an idiot and making things difficult for people, people don't like you. Why would they help you? Correct or not? Yeah. For some of us, we are born with faces that are so like, when people see your face, they just want to slap you. You don't even need to open your mouth. They just want to slap you. That's it. So how? Then you suck thumb lah. There are other things you can do. Okay. And slowly, as you follow me every Saturday, I will teach you. I will show you ways on how you can change your life. Seriously, today is the first of 52 sharings. It's a commitment I take on. It's to your benefit if you come for all 52 sessions, of course. It's a lot for Manu, especially at 1 a.m., you know, but if you follow everything, your life will change. You must execute lah. I can show you how to do it, but you must do the executing. Correct? Huh? If I show you, you don't execute, no result, don't blame me. Next year you want to join again, no more already, because you waste my time. Okay, so you learn, you must execute. So what is Feng Shui? Feng Shui, literally translated, means wind and water. That's it. Okay, so why the big fuss about wind and water, for goodness sake? It's just wind and water. It is about finding the good qi so that you can use it. Okay, so finding the good qi to use it means what? Capture it in a bottle? No, it's just simply identifying which sector has good stars for you to use as a backup for support while you execute your ABC. Understand? Now, you don't need to turn your home into a Chinese temple. It's a home. It's where you stay. Right? So why do I say Chinese temple? Because Feng Shui is a Chinese science, man. It is deeply steeped in Chinese culture. Understand? So Chinese culture means what? Qi Ling la, Pi Xiu la. What else?
The goat.
Frog la, frog with point in the mouth la. Mandarin ducks la. What?
Rooster.
Painting of a horse la. What? Rooster?
Yeah. I remember seeing people with ornaments of rooster with many crystals
is-
outside, bling bling. Or wind
Rooster is
chimes.
for gossiping.
Any earring?
Gossiping.
Nada. Do I wear chains?
No.
No.
Can I show you my middle finger? No rings?
Yep.
Nada. How long have I been practicing?
30
Close
years.
to 30 years. You don't need all these things. Seriously, you don't. So save your money. Okay? Real Feng Shui is not about buying ornaments. Understand? It is about taking action. 天地人. Nowhere in that three things does it say you must buy this crystal, you must buy that coffin and put it on your desk. Coffin meaning the small miniature display coffin. You know, you put it on your desk and then you will get promoted. You scare the stuffing out of yourself one day when you do that. Okay, so things like lucky ring, lucky color. Oh my God, that's my pet peeve. So before we go down that road, two types of Feng Shui, okay? Two types. People who are starting on their journey of Feng Shui need to know this. Some people say they want to take up Feng Shui as a self-study to improve their own life or even to practice professionally, right? I ask you, Feng Shui came from Chinese culture, right? Yeah? How was it taught in the past? Sifu will choose his student, right? Sorry, Sifu means master or teacher. Sifu will choose the student, right? Or not? Right? You must be loyal, you must meet his criteria, blah, 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 then he will teach you. And usually it's from father to son, son to son, and so on. It's usually in the family one. They never teach outside one. Correct? Family skill. So today, why is it so different? Today you got money to pay, you can learn already. The problem is in finding a good master who doesn't take an arm and a leg from you. Correct? So in Chinese culture, when we learn Feng Shui last time, do we have certification?
No.
We don't.
Yes.
No, we don't have certification. Who said yes? Rajesh, is it? Yeah. We don't have certification. It's not like you study from this master, he gives you a certificate, but you pass. No. Okay. When you follow a master to learn based on olden day practice, you follow the master morning to night. Master say sit, you sit. Master say walk, you walk. Master say do, you do. You don't ask question. You ask question, you talk on the head. You kena. Okay, they learn like that one. So in today's time, when someone says, I want to learn Feng Shui, which school can give me certification? Then you need to ask yourself this question, okay? Why you want that certification? What is it for? I mean, we live in a modern world, you know, everybody wants to see you're certified for something. You're qualified to do something. So then I ask you, how do you rank a Feng Shui practitioner's qualification?
The
By the
years of
number of certificates he
experience,
has? Sorry?
the years of experience and how to fix people's life.
Exactly. For me, it is about experience. It is about your knowledge.
Yeah.
No point I come to you, I pay you a bomb, or even if I get it free, but then you cannot solve my problem. Not only can you not solve my problem, you give me more problems. Quite screwed up, right? Yeah. So when you want to begin on your journey of learning Feng Shui, you need to first ask yourself, what is more important for you? Results or certification? Okay. If you want certification, then don't follow me. My certification comes from the University of Life. Every theory I learn, I test. I suffer the result if it's bad before I will decide whether this is something I want to do for somebody else. Okay. If it's a good result that I get, then obviously I will start teaching it to people. Hey, you do ABC, you're going to get X, Y, Z. All right. So if you want to have certification, Esther is not the person for you to be learning from. I'm being very honest with you here. Who do I learn from? Okay. That is a question I need to address. I learned from quite a number of masters. Okay, I've been learning since I was young. I started from my dad. My dad taught me astrology. And then after that, as I grew older, I picked up parts from different masters again. I never stick to just one lineage because you need to see what other masters are seeing. Even though today you know so much, you go to another master's class, make like a student and learn something. Open your mind and listen to what they have to say. Because why? You sign up for, let's say, a basic Bazi class, right? Or a basic Feng Shui class. You already know so much. You still want to waste time learning. Waste in other people's class. Yes, because it's not a time waste. I spent 5 days in that classroom with that master. Yes, I'm bored because a lot of the things are rehashing, right? Revising lah. But after 5 days with him, in just that 5 days, for that 5 minutes, he says one statement and I learned something new. The whole class is with it. Understand? So always go for new classes, always learn from different masters to get a different perspective. You know what people are looking at, you know what people are looking for. Maybe he will spill a little secret along the way because he see your face, he like you, right? So always go for new classes, but just be very sure you're anchored in your foundation before you do that. So there are 2 types of Feng Shui, New Age and classical. I don't do New Age. New Age is when you have to buy a lot of things. And usually the things that you buy can only be used for this year, cannot be reused for next year one. So whatever it is that you're buying this year for Tiger year, cannot be used in Rabbit year, cannot be used in Dragon year. And then so you say, oh, maybe I can keep it the next time Tiger year comes around, 12 years. You have to keep your storeroom for 12 years. That's number 1. Number 2, it need not necessarily be usable. Okay, because for them it is mostly it is buy this, put there syndrome. It's like you buy this, you put there, your problem solved. Life is not that easy lah. Okay, there must be. And this is a question people ask me all the time. Can you help me solve this problem effortlessly? Got such thing or not? No such thing, okay? Everything requires effort. You're hungry, you want to eat, it requires effort. Who agree? Hands up. Why does it require effort? You need to chew, right? Today, your body is healthy, you're capable, you got a full set of teeth, you have a sense of taste, you've got lots of energy. Chewing is not an issue, so you don't feel it. But when you're sick, when you're very sick, you're in ICU, for example, or you're dying in your last few weeks. Do you have the energy to chew? You don't. It is an effort, correct or not? So therefore, nothing in life is effortlessly. Understand? There must be effort. It's just that because we are strong, we are healthy, we have the capacity to do it, so therefore it becomes effortless. Okay, so everything requires commitment, it requires action. So in New Age, most of their solutions to problem is always buy this, put there. Okay, in classical Feng Shui is different. Completely fuss free. You don't need to turn your home into a temple. You've been to my home, some of you. I don't have ornaments. I don't have PCU chilling, blah, 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 blah. I don't have. Okay, my mom has. My mom likes those things. Okay, so she has, but I keep it to her room because I don't like these kind of things. It is completely no frills, so nothing fancy. The so-called cures are very simple and you can use every year. Okay, so what are the things that you need for classical Feng Shui? Later, I will teach you. Okay, so all the data that we learn in classical Feng Shui is from classics. It is not based on hearsay. Okay, there's a reference book for it. One. Look familiar? Do all these things look familiar to you?
Yeah.
What is this? The frog, pagoda, gold coins on a string, gemstone, coins on a string. This one we can see at Sikiteng outside, yeah? Interesting, Sikiteng is a Christian-owned business now, but they have this one outside. And they're anti-Feng Shui, supposedly. Then you have statues of Buddha under the Bodhi tree, the Feng Shui cat, and the god for health. And then who is this? Guan Gong. How come Guan Gong also come into the picture? Sometimes furniture also they consider for Shaqi. Why? How come furniture is classified as Shaqi in New Age Feng Shui, but in classical Feng Shui we don't put a lot of emphasis on it. Some of the things is simple, what do you call that? Common sense. If you have a round table and everyone sits at the round table, no matter who stands up and reaches for the food across the other side, you don't poke yourself in the tummy. Correct? If you have a square table and you happen to be the unlucky one sitting at a corner, when you stand up, you're going to get poked. But then there's this thing called, hey dear, can you pass that plate? Correct or not? Imagine if you have a nice little square corner and then you put a round table there. It doesn't look as not aesthetically pleasing, understand? So we don't focus on furniture. So someone told me, Esther, my parcel need wood. Does that mean all my furniture has to be wood? No. Your furniture can be made of anything you want. We don't care. Understand? It has no say in your Feng Shui. Okay, so if you like Balinese style furniture, go ahead, get Balinese style furniture. Never mind if your parcel needs fire and not wood. Okay, so then I ask you this question, just food for thought, okay? If your parcel lacks water, this one is my favorite example, okay? If your parcel lacks water, and apparently a master actually said this to someone, okay? You need to take more baths, cannot take shower. Because you take shower, the water wash away, doesn't help you. You must take a bath, you must soak in the bathtub. How long can you spend in the bathtub? Maximum also half an hour lah. Even if you top up with hot water, maximum also half an hour because look, it's boring, okay? You sit there, even if you listen to soothing music, you got candles, you got whatever, half an hour max. Right now. Then if your parcel need fire, how? Come, Esther gives you lighter. Where's my lighter? Right? I can give you a supply. A lot. I can give you 12, one for each month of the year. Set yourself on fire. To make sense, right? I'm sorry if this sounds sarcastic because it really is very sarcastic. Because my point here is that metaphysics is very much common sense on. Okay, but when people try to make it more missing means what?
Superstitious.
When they start practicing in a very superstitious way, in a way where they indulge and apply superstitions, it gives the whole industry a very bad name. And then it will make you look like a flake when you tell your friends, oh, this one, I put the frog here so that I will have more money. But then you're always broke. Does it make sense? It doesn't, right? So that's why when you practice Feng Shui, you have to understand the differences between New Age and classical Feng Shui. Seriously. There are many of my clients who follow me from day one. They have practiced classical Feng Shui. They've applied it from day one. Their life, sure, you have problems, but the problems disappear. Because why? They know how to solve. Correct. Then I have a portion of my clients that actually practice New Age Feng Shui. After 6 years of problems not going away, they come to me, Esther, my problem is still here, man. It's been 6 years, 10 years, 15 years. How do I get rid of this? But I've been applying Feng Shui all this time. Of course, you've been applying the wrong type of Feng Shui. Change. When you change, results come very fast, within 3 months. 3 months, you have results, How come, 天地人 all aligned, number one. Number two, depends on your 八字. Number three, depends on your execution. Yeah. So when you have everything aligned, it can be as quick as 3 months, sometimes even quicker. There was this case where this girl got skipped for promotion at work. We did some things for her. Within 2 weeks, she got a double promotion. Very fast, 2 weeks. So it depends on the size of your problem and whether we can execute the solution or not. Because we are also limited by your floor plan. We are also limited by the flying stars of your property. Understand? Yeah. So do it well, 3 months. Very fast. So furniture and shelves are sometimes considered sachi. Why is shelf considered a sachi? Because shelf got corner. Shelf got corner. I got a shelf behind me. I got a shelf on my right and on my 45 degrees behind me on my right also. All this is sachi. How? Don't need to go library. Seriously, stay out of the library because why? All shelves. Everywhere you see got sachi one. Obviously, it impacts your lifestyle if you're going to believe that. Correct? So please don't make your life so miserable. Feng Shui is supposed to enhance the quality of your life, not impose restrictions. Understand? Yeah. So recently when I shifted my mom around, my cousin came over to help me, muscle guy. And then he says, hey, I don't like Feng Shui. This cannot do, that cannot do, so many things cannot do. Yeah, because you're doing it wrong, ma. Ironically, I practice Feng Shui so long, but my entire family tree is like anti-Feng Shui. Okay, so you practice it wrong, you're going to give people a very wrong impression of what Feng Shui can do. So don't do that. Don't put yourself in such a bad light. Practice it well, correctly, with common sense. Okay. Next, classical Feng Shui, we basically have also, unfortunately, 2 types. I say unfortunately because the Asian way of practicing classical Feng Shui and the Caucasian world, the white world, sorry for that term, but just so you understand, they also interpret it very differently. Okay. San He is about external form. That means your mountain must be in the right place, your water must be in the right place. Okay. San Yuan is about the period 1 to period 9. Familiar with the term? You guys have heard the term period, heard me using, right? Which period is your house? Period 6, 7, 8, 9. That is San Yuan. Okay, San Yuan means cycles. So this one, San He, external form, in the Angmo world, the Caucasian world, they call it form school. San Yuan, they call it compass school because we use compass, we use the raw pan. Okay, just so you know. In San Yuan, we use Ta Qua, flying star, 8-mention. Okay, many more. There are many more modalities. But I like flying star because very fast result. Very fast. I will teach you slowly. You follow me. I will teach you. In New Age Feng Shui, you must buy this ornament, that ornament, so on and so forth. In classical Feng Shui, we only need these 3 things. Water feature, a vase with plants or flowers, depending on whether you're looking for love or looking for people to like you in general. Okay. And you need metal. That's it. And these 3 things that you need, you can recycle every year. The only time you replace is when the flower dies or when the plant dies. And if the bubble pump needs a replacement or your water tank, water feature container is leaking. Correct? Not? Don't need to copy. Yeah. I will send you the whole thing if you registered with me. Okay. If you never register, then too bad. Quickly drop me a message now. So are we clear on the equipment needed? Simple and straightforward, right? Yeah. So now let's talk a little bit more about the exact equipment. I want to zoom in. I want you to understand why we're using ABC. We talk about plants. Why do we use plants in Feng Shui? There are people who tell you, oh, you cannot use cactus. Can lah. Can. But cactus not very comfortable lah. Why? Thorns ama. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you a story. It's a real story. Eh? It really happened to us. And because of this story, I don't encourage people to use cactus. Although technically from a Feng Shui perspective, you can. We used to have my mom's house property was a corner unit maisonette ground floor. Okay. Because maisonette got top floor, ground floor. Ours was a ground floor corner unit. So we had this huge grass patch next to us, and then she turned it into her garden. And then she had cactus. She was growing cactus. She loves cactus. So the cactus grew really big. It was like almost 2 meters tall in a big pot. So one day, a very strong gust of wind came blowing, and the whole cactus was shaking like that. And it really looked like the wind was going to like blow the whole plant off its base. Okay. She dashed forward and hugged the cactus plant to keep it from falling. No fun. No fun. We had to bring her to the doctor, and he had to, like, take out each and every thorn. It is no fun. So for that reason, you don't use cactus plant. Understand? Any other plant is fine. What, sharp nose, horse face, mother-in-law's tongue, blah, blah, blah. You can use it. It's fine. No problem. Got it? Don't need to worry about whether this plant good or no good. All plants good. They produce oxygen. Finish. End of story. Oh, your plant died. It died in your place. It sacrificed itself. No, it did not. It just means you're a terrible plant care provider. That's it. Okay? Plant needs sunlight. It needs water. Then you put a plant where there's no sunlight, and then you ask me why the plant died. Bring it out into the sun. Okay? Now, where do you put the plant? What kind of plant? Soil-based plant or water-based plant? The reason why we use a plant is because it represents wood. Wood element must grow. Is to activate your peach blossom, right now. Peach blossom, you must use wood, must grow. So you can use water-based plant, or you can use flower stalks. You use a water-based plant because the water will grow the wood. Correct or not? For those of you who understand the 5 elements of Bazi and Feng Shui, water grows wood. If you use soil, what does earth do to wood?
What's it?
No, the wood will counter the earth, and then the wood it doesn't grow as well. So let's say I tell you, okay, activate your peach blossom, use a plant. If you have a choice between using a pot with soil and a plant versus a vase with water and a plant, I would use the water one. Preferred. Okay? Now, what is the difference between using a non-flowering watering plant versus a few stalks of flowers? When I say a few, it has to be in proportion, okay? But let's talk about that later. We talk about why the difference between a plant and flowers.
Esther, when you say water plants, do you mean like the bamboo sticks, things like
Yes.
this? Okay.
Any plant that can survive in water or thrive in water. Okay? Like Chinese New Year, we have those bamboo things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Esther don't celebrate all these festivities, so I'm not very clear about the plant names and all that. But any plant that you can use that survives in water. Money plant also you can use. Money plant very sturdy, reproduce very fast. Okay? You use a non-flowering plant if you are looking for people to just like you. That means they see your face, they don't want to slap you. Okay? So for those of you who have dog in your Bazi, please activate your peach blossom this year. Okay? So using a non-flowering plant is one way. Later you will learn other ways.
And what in the Bazi just now I say?
Dog. Go. Dog. Okay? They see you, they just very resistant towards you. So you want to ease off their resistance, right? Make sure you activate your peach blossom. Okay? Clear? Can we take a bio break? Just 1 minute. Okay, so you use a non-flowering water-based plant when you want people to like you or when you are married. When you're married, you use non-flowering. So what is the point of using flowering plants or stalks of fresh flowers? Fresh flowers are not plastic flowers, not dried flowers, not fake flowers, not paintings of flowers, but real fresh cut flowers. That is for love. If you're looking for love, you're looking for a girlfriend, a wife, a boyfriend, a husband, we use flowers. Understand? So obviously, if you're married, you don't want to be using flowers because why are you inviting a third party into your marriage? Okay, so if you are using flowers, let's say you're married and you're using flowers to activate your peach blossom, whose side is going to be having the third party? Your side or husband's side? Your side, your chart, ma. Okay. If you activate your husband's peach blossom with flower stalks, third party is coming in from his side. Understand? But it doesn't mean confirm chop he will take what is given to him. Please understand and don't start a fight, okay? It just means
what's peach blossom? What's peach blossom?
it's a feng shui term. Later I will teach you.
Okay.
Peach blossom is about people liking you.
Okay.
Okay. So when you activate his peach blossom, it just means suddenly many women find him very attractive. He can be fat, old, ugly, no hair, no sense of humor, pockmarked face, doesn't matter. Suddenly women find him very attractive. Okay, the same applies to you. You can be fat, ugly, scars all over your face, blah, 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 blah. The moment you activate, people find you. Got it? Yeah.
Only for dogs.
No, for everybody. This is for everybody. Okay. So for dog, you better to activate your peach blossom this year because people don't like your face. Okay. I will explain why they don't like your face later. Okay. So for now, we talk about peach blossom, non-flowering water-based plant versus stalks of flowers. How many stalks of flowers? 1, 3, 6, 8. Who says 1? Hands up. Who says 6? Hands up. Who says 8? Hands up. Who says 12? Hands up. Wow, SD says 8. Why 8? Prosper. In Cantonese, the number 8 sounds like prosperity. The Chinese like symbolism. So that's how the number 8 came to be, a number of wealth and prosperity. Okay, so you can put 8 stalks of flowers if you want. You can put 12, you can put 24, you can put 100 if you want. It has to be proportionate to the size of your vase. You cannot have one big, beautiful vase and then one stalk flower. It looks funny, right? Yeah, it's like you're hungry. You haven't eaten for 3 days. I give you 1 biscuit. Is that supposed to fill you? No, so it has to be proportionate. So if your property is huge, 3,000 square feet, oh, for goodness sake, buy more flowers. Okay, so let's say you're using HDB, you're using only the bedroom. In Singapore, we're housing, we call it HDB. I think each room is about maybe 200 square feet at most. Estimate lah, So you put maybe like 6 flowers. It has to look proportionate, Otherwise, your whole room so nice, and then you got 1 stalk of flower. It looks kind of funny, right? Yeah, it has to balance. Okay, number doesn't matter. Just don't be stingy with the flowers, okay? You stingy with flower, your love also come in like a trickle. Like, when you turn on the tap, the water goes drip, drip, or it can flow up very nicely, right? Looking for love, don't use 1 stalk. It will drip, 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 hard to find. By the time the love comes, you old already. Okay, so that is why we use fresh flowers. I've never tried using dried flowers. Okay, so it's not something I would recommend. Is it bad luck to use dried flowers? No, it's just decor. Understand? So can you put a plant anywhere in the house? Will it kill you? Who wants to answer that? Yes.
No.
Ashin. Yeah, it won't kill you, but nothing to benefit. Understand? So if you're going to have plants in the house, you might as well put it in a place that's going to benefit you feng shui wise. Correct not? Does it make sense? Make it useful, right? Hey, one big pot in the way, you know, at least put it where it's useful. Correct not? So that is where your peach blossom is. Understand? Okay. If you don't put it there, no big deal, nothing to benefit. You put it there, you need date selection. What is date selection? Date selection means choosing the right time, the right day, the right hour. Metal. Forget wind chimes. No use. Of course, last time we said wind chimes got used, but then many years has passed. I've learned more things. Now I do not advocate the use of wind chimes to control star 2 and 5. I like to use this kind of metal now. Okay, so for some of us, we actually have this, meaning we actually went up to a contractor and said, hey, look, help us make these bars, each bar to weigh 20 kilo. So in each location, we have 60 kilo. Singapore housing average is about 1,001 square feet. So for every 1,000 square feet, you need 60 kilo of metal. So we got 3 rods. Each rod is 20 kilo. Okay, so we put it where the star 2 and star 5 is. This is the weights that people use in gyms. You know, when they exercise, they carry like this one. Where's my weights? Like this. You see this? Can see? Yeah, but mine is plastic coated. Okay, so dumbbells. But you can get those dumbbells that are using actual metal, like those used in gyms. Those also can be used. But let's say you use those, it is not, oh, I put there tomorrow, I want to exercise with the dumbbells, I take the dumbbells and start doing this. No, you leave it there means you leave it there. 1 year, don't touch. Understand? You can dust, you can wipe, but don't lift it up. Just take a cloth and just wipe the surface and be done. You can have the contractor do this kind of metal disc for you as well, or this one, up to you. Preference, personal preference. This one is kettlebell one, it's for storage and all that. Can also use. The difference is the metal cannot be covered with rubber. The weights that I just showed you is covered with rubber, okay? But you want those that are not covered on. Pure metal. Understand? Where is it to be placed? On the floor. On the floor. Not on a table, not on a couch, not in the cupboard. It has to be visible to your eye. Okay, if you stick it in the cupboard, it's not going to do its function, and then you're going to fall sick, and then you're going to say, oh, feng shui doesn't work. It has to be on the floor where the eye can see. That means you don't put it on the floor and then take cloth and cover, because you cannot explain to people why there's a set of dumbbells in your house. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. Okay, has to be visible. Yes, dear.
You see, if we were to get dumbbells, sometimes when you buy dumbbells they have paint color on it.
Can prefer not to lah. If really no choice, then okay lah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, but you
put
can
under the
buy
bed?
it from. Sorry,
Can put under the bed
can it be seen under your bed?
from one angle, not all the angle.
Then cannot put under the bed. Okay, what's that shop? Decathlon. You can actually buy online for those in Singapore. I don't know about overseas, but for those in Singapore, 60 to go to a shop and say, give me 60 kilo of metal, and then you got to lug it home. It's a lot, even for a man. Yes, right, Sean? Rajesh? Yeah, it's a lot for a man to carry. Then you woman, you want to carry it? You superwoman? No, right? So how are you going to do this? Call up Decathlon. Go on their online site, order. They will deliver to your home. So they deliver to your homes, make nice, smile the guy, ask him, please help me put in that corner. Okay, jadi, done. And if not, you take a cloth, you know, floor cloth. You can stack the metal on it, and then you can drag the cloth. It is easier to do it like that than to actually literally have to carry the 60 kilo yourself. Okay? What are the options? What are other options for use as metal? I mean, let's get creative here, okay? Feng Shui just basically says you need metal. It doesn't say it has to be this shape, this size, this color, you know what I mean? It just has to be metal. What else can you use?
The
It
safe,
depends on the kitchen.
the safe,
The what?
the safe that you keep your important documents.
There you go. You can use a safe. Okay? But your safe has to be visible to people, lah. Then how? People walk in the house and, oh, all the good stuff is inside there, you know? Unless you're telling me the safe is in your room, because tattoo is there, then okay lah. But yes, you can use a safe. Can you use the safe as a tabletop? Because safes come in different sizes, right? Small one, big one, correct? So can you use the top of the safe as a tabletop or whatever? Sure, why not? Can. As long as you don't cover it with a cloth to beautify. It must be visible, okay? What else can we use? You guys play golf? Huh? Or golf clubs?
I have.
Golf clubs? Huh? Yeah. Put your golf clubs also can. But again, like the dumbbells, it's not like, I'll put it there. Next Sunday, I'm having a golf game. I'll take it out and use it. Then I'll put it back. No. You put it there means you put it there. 1 year, don't touch. Understand? And one golf club definitely does not weigh 60 kilo. Your entire set will probably maybe hit the 60 kilo mark. So your golf clubs, let's say it's like that. It's one set, right? Standing one, correct or not? Vertical, you put it horizontal because qi gathers at the lowest point. Understand?
More surface is touching the ground.
Yes. Qi gathers at the lowest point. So if you're going to have one long cylinder of metal, it's not going to help you much. Put it horizontal, flat. Got it? Who don't understand? Hands up. Everybody understand? Okay. So for year 2022, starting 4th Feb at roughly 5 a.m. in the morning, we start the tiger year. Yes? So if you're very on the ball, 5 a.m., go put the metal at your southwest sector. 5 a.m. I couldn't be bothered. I'm doing it the night before. Okay? So usually we have 2 locations, right? Star 2 and star 5. So in Feng Shui, star 2, annual star 2 is very, very potent. Okay? So whether you are live guard 8 la, live guard 2 la, or whether you female la, we don't care. Star 2 is going to affect you if you are in that sector. Okay? So you quickly take the 60 kilo of metal, assuming your property is 1,000 square feet. If it's bigger, then you just go pro ratio lah. Put it on the southwest sector. Got it? Clear? Okay. So last year, which is ox year, so technically we're still in ox year
Sorry.
now.
You said southwest?
Southwest.
Thanks.
Yes. So technically we are now in ox year, correct? So ox year, star 2 is in north, star 5 is in southeast. So right now it is still in the north and southeast, correct? Don't touch it yet. 3rd February, you move your metal in the north, you move your metal in the southeast, together, lump it together, put in the southwest. Only one location for next year. And when I say next year, I mean tiger year, 4th February 2022. Okay. Why only one location? It's still very solid. Charge handphone, never turn on supply. Okay. Why only one location? Because star 5 is in the center. Okay. Center, do we touch?
Oh.
No, you do not touch the center palace of your house. Why? It is your heart. The whole human body can function without a leg, without a hand, without 1 ear, without your vision. You can still function. You can still be alive. The moment you stop, the heart is dead, correct? So it's the same with your property. The heart, the center of your property is the heart. You never touch it. That is why I think in some groups they were asking, right? Oh, I've got a toilet in the center of the property. How? If you don't own the property, there's nothing you can do. Correct? Yeah. I won't comment further lah. But there's this thing called an outhouse if you're really desperate lah. You know what's an outhouse?
No.
I think last time even today lah, some of the older houses in Malaysia, toilet is outside the house.
Oh.
You can use a pot. Make like you're a child again, living in your grandpa's house, use a pot. So how long do you put this metal in place? 1 year. Okay. So the next year, which is 4th February 2023, you move the metal to where the star 2 is again. Because every year the star will move. That's why every year you need to do Feng Shui adjustments. Understand? SD, you clear or not? I see you blah, blah, blah. Okay, okay. So star 2 is potent. It is more potent for people who are older. Sorry, I don't consider myself old yet. If you are in your 40s, 50s, no health problem, okay lah, old lah. Okay, but if you are even as young as 30s and then you have an existing medical condition, a missing gallbladder or your diabetes, or if you have whatever lah, whatever your health condition is, high cholesterol levels, star 2 is very potent to you. Understand? Yeah. So obviously, if you are in your 50s and if you're big size and your diet is crappy, then you are also very at risk. How much of a risk depends on other factors in your parts already. Understand or not? Okay, so it's not like, wow, everybody whose bedroom is southwest or whose door is at south kena terrible like next year. No lah, it depends on your parts also lah. So if you're old, like my mom's age, 80, don't live in that room. Even if you put metal, don't use that room. But if you really got no other room to move to, then you suck thumb, you put metal and you try. Okay? Because there are people who are 80 years old and health constitution is damn rock solid. There are. Got it? So don't worry yourself unnecessarily because many factors involved. 1, the star. 2, your parts. 3, your lifestyle. So Isa is asking, what if southwest is the stairs going to the bedroom? Wow, who is this there? Got one person sign in here as Tay. Interesting. If southwest is staircase, okay, this one is about activation already. Later you ask me.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, for the just on the 60 kg, right? Can I ask, is it this 60 kg forever? Every year we need to change to different
Yes.
place. That means the 60 kg cannot take and use. Like my husband was thinking like maybe this 60 kg might be used as dumbbell. Next time we can take up and use and whatever. So the 60 kg is fixed forever, no use at all. Only just placed at certain place, right? Okay.
Okay. So we sidetrack a little bit. This one a bit advanced, but I want to share it now before I forget. If you don't understand it, never mind. Just make a note of it. As you follow me over the next few weeks, you will understand better. Feng Shui got 2 stars called star 2 and star 5. Yes? Yeah. So star 2 in current time, we are now in period 9. In the year 2004, we entered period 8. 20 years is one period. Okay, so 2004, 2024 is period 8. Following so far? Okay. However, in 2017, the heaven plate clicked in and we are 1 foot in period 9. Understand? So in 2017, we are already in period 9. So in period 9, what are the good stars that you want to chase? It is called star 9, star 1, star 2. Okay, the same star 2 that's giving us a lot of health issues every year. The same star 2. And then comes the question of, I thought star 2 is health issue. Now you're telling me it's a good start. Haven't fully period 9 yet, ma. When we are fully period 9 in 2024, then you can freely use star 2. But for now, for the next few years, control first. Understand? Any questions? Okay. Star 5 is very volatile. So usually try not to touch. So that one, nothing much to say. So for now, try not to activate or trigger star 2. Wait until period 9 first. So star 2 right now, because 1 foot in period 8, 1 foot in period 9 right now. So it's half good and half bad lah. So depends on what you want now, no? So let's say, for example, you have star 2 and your main door. Your main door is southwest. You got star 2 there. It's like, shit. I open the door, I muscle, I trigger. I open the door, I leave the house, I trigger. So how?
Don't open the door.
Huh?
Don't open the door.
First option, my first question is, got other door to use or not? Correct, huh? Do you have an alternative door to use? That is why when I look at the properties floor plan, right? I mean, for us in Singapore, most of us live in HDB flats. We got one door, that's it. Even if we live in a condo, we got one door, that's it. But condo, sometimes they got back door, ma. Okay. So the thing is that when you have access to more than one door, then of course you have more room to play with, lah. But let's say star 2 is in southwest in Tiger Year, and then you have it in the main door. Quickly put metal. Every 1,000 square feet, you put 60 kilo of metal. Where? On the floor next to the door. Understand? And then please don't get too creative. Oh, you want to put a metal box there, but you can open and put shoe inside one. No lah. Don't get that creative. It's just a metal block and that's it. Leave it there. Don't touch. Okay? Yeah. So once you install the metal in that place and then you open the door to go in and go out, as long as you don't do renovation in southwest, that means you don't go and happy decide that, oh, this painting is nice, I want to hang it behind the door, and then you go pop, hammer one nail inside there. Good luck to you. Don't. After you put the metal, don't touch the sector anymore already. You can sweep, you can vacuum, you can do whatever. Just don't knock the wall, don't put in a nail, don't do renovation, don't do repair work. Don't suddenly decide that, oh, I want to replace the hinge behind the door. Drilling work, that's it, finished. Activate already. Okay, so you put the metal in the southwest and then don't go and disturb the area. Let's assume that you put the metal and then you got no alternative door. You also have to go in and out the door one. Then you just go ahead lah. Because star 2 got its users also, ma. Right? It's half good, half bad, what? So what is the good thing about Southwest star 2 this year? If you are in real estate, you benefit lah, because star 2 is real estate. Understand? So if you're doing real estate, your number of transactions can increase. Following so far? Okay. No questions? Okay, we move on. Water feature. Again, for every 1,000 square feet of built up area, land outside the house, don't care. It must be within 4 walls and a roof. Yeah. 60 liters of water. You only need a container and a bubble pump. That's it. The container doesn't have to be pretty looking. This is just a very normal pill. It's like a pill that you use in your toilet to soak your clothes, right? Yeah, that will do. But of course, it's not aesthetically pleasing. So some people go to a lot of trouble to get nicer ones. That's up to you. Some people also say that, oh, it doesn't fit my decor. So I'm going to spend a few $100s and get a nice tank. Up to you. You want to get fish tank? Also up to you. But aquatic life is completely optional. Meaning you don't need to have fish. You don't need to have turtle. If you want to have fish, you can have any fish. It doesn't have to be goldfish. If you want to have black goldfish, go ahead and have black goldfish. Got it? You want to have turtle? Also can. But just be aware that when you have aquatic life, the water it gets dirty faster. this water feature, the water has to be clean and well maintained. Okay, so if the turtle shits and all that, then you just have to keep cleaning. It's more difficult. Again, you need what do you call that? You need to exercise date selection for it. Okay. Classical feng shui, these are the things we use, and that's it. The water feature, the plant, the metal, and then these are the only other things we need, which is luo pan. What is a luo pan? This one is a luo pan. It is a feng shui compass, in the absence of which you can use this one, but this one obviously is not going to be as accurate as this one because, well, the luo pan is built for this because of magnetic influences, right? So this one not very stable. This one is always better. And then you need a proper floor plan, not something that you hand draw, not drawn to scale some more. Okay, if you're going to hand draw it to scale at least. It's not for the feng shui practitioner's ease, it is for your benefit. Okay, and then we have this one, we call this the 24 mountain template. Who don't have the 24 mountain template? Hands up. Who wants a template? Hands up. Send me a word on WhatsApp with the word template. I'll send it to you after the class. Okay. You also need in order to do feng shui, right? You need 2 pieces of information. You need 2 pieces of information, the birth details of all the intended occupants. What is birth details? That means your date, month, year of birth, time of birth, country of birth. Actually, you don't need the country of birth. That's because I do Western Astro. But for feng shui, you need year, month, date, and time of birth. No time of birth, no problem. Can still do. Okay. Now, when you take time of birth, please understand the difference. Like in some countries, the actual time of birth is very different from what is actually in their birth document. Have we encountered? Third world countries especially, they can be born on 1st November, but then their document can say they were born 1st June. Okay, so I'm not interested in what is in the document. I'm interested in the actual birth date time. Then we can help you. Okay. Oh, sorry, you can't see the screen. TOP of the property. What is TOP? TOP means the date the roof came on to the property. So we know that 2004 is period 8, right? Until 2024, right? So let's say you start building the property now. Now it's 2022. So you are starting in period 8. But then it takes you 4 years to complete the building. So you finish in 2026. And in 2026, the roof goes on. So is your property a period 8 or period 9?
9.
Period 9. Because the roof goes on. Pop. Okay? So let's say your roof goes on, but then you're still building up the inside. You don't care already. The roof went on. Pop. Finish. Understand? But if it's a brand new house and then you just built the roof and everything is done, but you haven't moved in yet, you left the place empty for 6 months or a year even, that's fine. The moment you move in, click, the property's age is born. Okay? Clear so far?
Yes.
So what is feng shui not? Feng shui is not a religion. Okay, I have to be very clear on that because in the past, you have to understand in the past, when feng shui practitioners come to help you, they are usually linked with Taoist priests. Usually. So they will tell you, okay, you need to take 3 incense sticks, go and make prayers to this corner, that corner. You have to buy a packet of food to offer to the spirits and invite the spirits out, stuff like that. That is religion. It is not feng shui. Okay. If you are Taoist at the same time, practice these things, it's fine. Go ahead, do it. No problem. But if you're not a Taoist, you don't have to become a Taoist in order to practice feng shui in your life. Okay. So there are some people who mix Buddhism into feng shui. That's why they have statues of Buddha. That's why they have Pakwa. It's up to you, but it is not feng shui. Okay. No need to chant. No need talismans to wear or display. No need to make offerings of food and light and candles and incense and what have you. That is religion. It is not feng shui. Okay. You don't have to believe in it. You don't have to buy ornaments. It is not about lucky colors. So don't ask me about lucky colors again, or I swear my little sun will come out. It will go flying across country. It will smack you on the head. Okay? There's no such thing as lucky colors. Okay, I cannot wear black. If you want to subscribe to the lucky color theory, I cannot wear black, but I'm always in black. So, big deal. It is not about lucky colors. Okay, so if you guys want, we can do one session all about how to determine your lucky colors, because you need to understand where this concept came from, and then you need to understand why it doesn't work and why you will drive yourself crazy trying to do the lucky color thing. Okay, coming back to the, you do not have to believe in it for it to work. In the past, there are people who say, Esther, Feng Shui doesn't work one, don't waste your time. My hand is getting in my mouth. Don't waste your time, they say. Then I help them out, and then they get promotion, the blah, and then they tell you, oh, it's just coincidence, ma. Oh, really? Yeah. Come, we test the theory. Give me permission to do something bad for you. I trigger something bad in your life. What do you want? A broken leg? Come, I trigger for you. And then the fellow will really get a broken leg. And then you tell me whether the fellow can tell you it's coincidence or not. You can use Feng Shui to prove to people it actually works. So that means to say, you don't need to believe in it. Got it? You don't need to believe in the theories of Feng Shui for it to have an influence in your life. You just need to apply it and then see for yourself. Okay? So before we continue to how to take a compass reading and so on and so forth, everything I just shared before is generic Feng Shui stuff that everybody should know in the first place. Okay? Have I cleared any doubts? Do you still have any lingering questions as to why we can do this and why we cannot do that? If you have, now is the time to ask. I think JJ was saying something in the chat. What if something dropped at star 5 noisy? Can we cure it? Oh, darling, your star 5 in the center, your house center got something? Have?
Yes, yes.
Then you drop it, then you tell me, I tell you how to mitigate. Okay, there is once, I mean, it's like this, no? Once you break a cup, it's broken, right now, but it can still be fixed, right? You can piece the cup together, the ceramic pieces together. So it's similar. We can try and salvage the situation, but there is no 100% guarantee that you are not going to be affected by the break in the first place. That is why when we do renovation, right, we do date selection. When we do renovation, we always say, okay, you are going to be renovating the north, is Tai Sui. Better if you don't do it this year, do it next year. Correct. But then next year, oh, guess what? It's the 3 killings. So you die also, you have to renovate. You have to repair the sink already, what? Cannot wait that long already, what? Okay lah, never mind. We will go and mitigate it by striking another sector first. We call this the dragon virtue. Okay. So when you strike the dragon virtue, it's like, hey, I pay my tax first. I call on all my Kaosan, my benefactor, the deities to help me first. So I pay my what do you call it? I pay my dues first. Because I'm going to renovate the kitchen. I'm going to be offending the Grand Duke. Before I offend Grand Duke, I'm going to garner support from all the people first. Understand? Yeah. So we call that the dragon virtue. So you usually have to strike the dragon virtue before you can renovate lah, just in case you offend somebody lah. So Isa is saying, what if there's a divider wall in the center and the dining table is near it? Then you suck thumb. Because Isa, most of our HDB flats are also like that. So on that wall that is the center, don't go and hammer a nail. Just leave it alone. If let's say your aircon piping runs that way and then you need to replace the aircon piping, do it before it goes into tiger year. That means you only have another few more weeks to do it. Okay? If not, then you wait until after tiger year. What if the southwest is the stairs going into the bedroom? Just don't renovate, don't knock, because it cannot be helped. You need to use the store, the what do you call it? You need to use the stairs to get to the bedroom, right? So it cannot be helped, what? Unless you can fly up, lah. Cannot fly up, right? So you still need to use the staircase, right? Then you use the staircase, lah. Just don't drill, don't knock, don't decide to go and hang a painting on the wall on the staircase side. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Esther, question.
Yes.
The placement of the weight, right? You say to be done, to be carried out on before Li Chun, right? Or on the day of Li Chun. Can it be like before Li Chun?
Third Feb,
First Feb, after
third Feb. Somehow,
third.
oh yeah, somehow.
If after that, because I'll be not. I mean, like
So when
I'll
you
be
leaving?
staying in Singapore, right? Then I'll go back for 1 month. By the time I come back, already like Chinese New Year.
Okay, so when are you leaving for KL?
23rd.
Then you 23rd, you pull off.
Oh, okay.
You bo pian what?
So it doesn't matter one, right?
It matters lah, but you don't have a choice while you're going away for a whole month, right? So you do before you go lah.
Okay.
Better than not doing lah. Okay?
Okay, can. Thank you.
Okay, there's some questions in the chat. Sean, what if the southwest is my balcony? You can put the metal in the balcony. You can. Your balcony, you living how flat or landed? Flat. So your balcony got 4 walls and a roof, right?
Outside.
I mean the T is contained one, right?
Yeah.
If it's part of your house, and later you will learn how to square up the property, right? If it's part of the house, you can put it there. If it's outside the house, no point putting. Later, I will show you how to square out your property. Then you will understand what I mean by inside and outside the house. So Rajesh, our building is ground plus 2 floors. We live on the first floor. Do I need to send all the 4 floor plans or just ours? You implement all cures on the ground floor. Rajesh, only the ground floor. Why? Qi gathers on the lowest point. Remember? What are you going to do? 60 kilo on every floor? No lah. Lowest level can already. Okay? So if Qi gathers at the lowest point, you have to bear in mind, all the bad Qi gathers at the lowest point. The good Qi also gathers at the lowest point. Correct or not?
Okay.
Yeah. So some people say, hey, but then this one, this sector is good, no? So my office room on the 4th floor, I can also use this room, right? Can lah, but the power, most of it is in the ground floor one, not in the top floor one. Got it? Qi gathers at the lowest level.
You say something I put near to the door. So is it in the southwest area near to the door?
Yes, that is why you need to plot out your 24 mountain on your floor plan. I sent it out yesterday to show you. Yeah, later you can still plot it out. Any other questions? Southwest means southwest. You don't can tell me, oh, I cannot squeeze in the southwest, so I put in the northeast. Yeah, we were upside down. Southwest means southwest. Can? Okay. Can we continue?